Hello everyone and welcome. Today we have several different pieces of interesting Zelda news, and even a couple of rumors. We have what some people think is a potential Zelda 35th anniversary leak, as well as some huge big event that's planned for it. We will get more into detail tonight on a special E3 episode of our 𝐓𝐼𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 Gamescast. Earlier this week, HMK joined us to talk about Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2, the 35th anniversary, and more. Tonight, we're having our friend Rick, or RMFH, joining Kayla, Daniel, and I, going in depth on our official Nintendo E3 predictions, where we are going to reveal what we would love to see, what we actually expect, and even a few call me crazy dream announcements. We have all created our own bingo cards, and we would love if you all played along with us. You can follow us on Twitter or join our Discord, where we will have a special chat for E3 and the prediction bingo card for you to download and make your own. Now, as I said, we have a lot to get to, so we'll try to keep each piece of news quick. This amazing Zelda anniversary poster has been leaked from GameStop. Most assume it's for Zelda's 35th anniversary, and I believe so too. We actually reported on news when we first talked about Ocarina of Time HD about a lot of Zelda anniversary posters and other stuff being leaked or revealed in a list of other trademarks and stuff, similar to what Nintendo did with all of the miscellaneous stuff that came out during Mario's anniversary last year. As for the source of the images used on the poster, a lot of people have actually been giving some misinformation on this, thinking these images were created specifically for the 35th anniversary. As for the actual source of the images used, the link model looks absolutely amazing, but was included with the official Zelda artwork book known as Art and Artifacts. It is a new original render of Link created in a very heavily detailed version of a new art style that is sort of a mix of Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Not taken from a specific game, but meant to overall represent the series as a whole. Kinda like what they did with the render from the Smash Bros. Link, but it also kind of reminds me of what artwork for the Zelda Wii U tech demo Link could look like. The image used in the background is a slightly edited version of artwork released for the previous anniversary, as well as for the Zelda Symphony of the Goddess concerts. That isn't all though. GameStop recently announced another poster that was available as a bonus for those who pre-order or purchase Skyward Sword HD. This leads many to believe these other Zelda posters are either meant to be alternative posters to give away for Skyward Sword HD, or they are posters to be given away to promote a separate Zelda event, as it isn't a specific game poster for Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess, since it features a collection of multiple versions of Link, with a new version of Link being prominent that is unused in actual Zelda games, and the background image being from a previous anniversary. It could be reused to promote various different Zelda games for this anniversary. Finally, two other rumors about GameStop are going around. One, that GameStop is preparing for something huge. I've seen countless rumors on this, and let me just correct that really quick. They're wanting twice as many employees to be on staff. Let me just give you guys some facts here before some people get crazy enough to start calling GameStop and harassing them about new Zelda announcements. I used to work at GameStop as well as other video game stores. I still have friends who work at GameStop. I have friends who manage GameStops, some of which have given me some information that we've talked about here on the channel and on our 𝐓𝐼𝐢𝐭𝐿 Gamescast, like how everyone was saying the Mario Anniversary Collection was going to be no longer available after a certain date, and I was like, no, that's not how it works. They're still going to have plenty in stock. You're going to be able to go and buy it for months after. Despite people telling us we were wrong. It's like 3 months after Nintendo said it would no longer be available, and GameStop, Walmart, basically every other store still has plenty of copies. Around the same time that people said that GameStop was planning something, I also posted a tweet saying new SKU, which was a hint towards something else that I was told, but we might get into that on the podcast. For this, if I remember correctly, a lot of higher up managers of GameStop are usually flown out for their own E3-like GameStop conference thing. I don't know how that's been handled since the pandemic. I haven't really asked about it. It's basically like a mini E3, but just for people that run GameStops. They are also given new consoles to play and learn so they can properly promote and answer customer questions and be more knowledgeable on what they are actually selling. I don't know if this has anything to do with E3, but I thought I would mention it. One big rumor is that they are getting ready for Nintendo to announce the Nintendo Switch Pro or new Zelda games, and it will cause GameStop to need as many employees on staff as possible. The reality is, while this could be true, the actual truth is it's E3 week. Tons of new games and products are going to be announced for pre-order. Not simply Zelda or Nintendo stuff. It is also the first E3 in 2 years, so some huge reveals have actually been carried over. A few that we were actually told would be announced last year that we were asked to help promote, yet they still haven't even been announced to the public because of this entire pandemic. This is also coming at a time where the country is just starting to open back up again, and enough people are vaccinated or comfortable enough with actually going out to places like this to shop in person instead of just ordering online. So GameStop needs to prepare for all of this coming together at once. Will we get new information on Zelda at E3? Obviously, we will have Breath of the Wild 2, Skyward Sword HD, Age of Calamity, and I'm putting my money on Ocarina of Time HD and another surprise Zelda game at the very least. But I also think Nintendo wants to hold off to see how well Skyward Sword HD does, because they know with all of the negative feedback Skyward Sword HD has, and you can just read through the comments or the replies on Twitter that I receive. Anytime I say something nice about Skyward Sword, there's always like 50 people that are just there to scream and shout at the world how much they just hate Skyward Sword. So announcing something like Twilight Princess HD or Ocarina of Time HD would cause a lot of people to cancel their Skyward Sword pre-order and switch it to one of the other Zelda games. I have some more that I want to say as well, but Kayla, Daniel, Rick, and I will be discussing everything on the Hylian Gamescast E3 special tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern and 6:30 p.m. Pacific, along with our full E3 predictions and any Zelda news or rumors that come out between now and then. You can comment your questions below for us to answer on the podcast, or you can go leave a review on iTunes for us to give you a shout out and read your review at the beginning of our next episode. I will also be reading, liking, and hearting every comment below, so please let us know your thoughts on all of this. Something I want to announce: a lot of people have been asking about purchasing shirts lately, so I thought I would do a special deal for everyone. As part of being a Patreon supporter, you can guarantee your question or topic is answered and discussed on every single episode of our Hylian Gamescast. However, if you do not want to become a Patreon supporter, but you would still like to purchase a shirt or any of our other merch, as a bonus, you can have your question or topic discussed on every single episode of our Hylian Gamescast for up to 1 month after you purchase the shirt. And if you send us a picture with your permission at the end of different videos we upload, as well as our Twitter and Instagram, as a way to say thank you and to help promote other shirts. Links to everything is below, and if there's anything specific, again, that you would like us to discuss tonight on the Zelda podcast, the Hylian Gamescast, please let us know.